Welcome back, everybody, NFL broadcasters. So make sure, if you guys are enjoying the videos, like the videos and also subscribe. Hit the notifications to get alerts whenever I go live on YouTube or whenever I post a video, so you will be notified, and enjoy the video. So today I wanted to talk about mainly quarterback Philip Rivers, who is 38 years old, and his future with the Indianapolis Colts. Personally, I think Philip Rivers is going to do really, really good in Indianapolis, and here's why. So we're going to go to the browser here, and we're going to show you, I got news on Ed Oliver as well, but I'll show you guys in a second. Philip Rivers, I think, is going to do great in Indianapolis, and here's why. The Colts last year had the third best offensive line in the NFL, and I think that's just going to continue into the 2020 season. Now, information about San Diego, or Los Angeles Chargers now. If you scroll down, all the way down to 29. So 29 out of 32 teams in the NFL. That's where Philip Rivers' offensive line was ranked last year. And to be honest, they haven't been ranked above 26 in the league since 2014. Russell Okung is always hurt, and I think they have Forrest Lamp, is that one of them, and maybe Pouncey, is that one of them? But it's like they have a good lineup, but that team is always cursed with awful injuries. Just every single year, they can't get rid of this injury bug. So imagine Philip Rivers' stats and the way he plays. I mean, this guy is still fired up to play the game every single year, and imagine him going from the bottom of the list in pocket protection, run protection, and just time to throw, all the way up to number 3, and potentially even better than that. I predict the Colts having a top 5 offensive line again in 2020, because in 2018, or was it 2018 or 2017 to 2018, they went from like last in the NFL to best in the NFL in their offensive line. So I think they're going to continue to do great. I mean, it's just amazing what they've done. With Andrew Luck retiring early, and I guess the Colts kind of just not really trusting Jacoby Brissett, they signed Philip Rivers, a 38-year-old quarterback from the Chargers, and that's it. That's where we're at. I think he's going to do great there. Here's words from Frank Reich, the Indianapolis head coach. He's very optimistic Philip Rivers will play multiple years in Indy. I think Philip Rivers, if he has a good 2020 season, I feel like he's going to play 2021, 2022. He's going to play another 2 to 3 seasons max in Indianapolis before he retires, if he has a good year this year. So, but just imagine the protection and the offensive line that Indianapolis has with a quarterback like Philip Rivers. And you got to imagine, this guy has been with one team his entire career. He's probably like so ready to get playing again, because I mean, just imagine being on a new team, new roster, new location, and just the excitement of that, and just being ready to play football. That's why I think he's going to do really well. I've always been a Philip Rivers fan. Yes, I know he turns the ball over, but just look at the guy's offensive line. Look at his luck. Look at his team, dude. I mean, I think he deserves a ring without a doubt. And I've always supported the Colts, so but myself personally, I'm a huge Packers fan, always will be. But I've always supported the Colts ever since Manning was there, and just that's how it was when I was a kid. So I'll probably always like the Colts. Now, if it's the Colts versus the Packers, I'm going for the Packers. But that's not the point here. In other news, Ed Oliver, he's a 22-year-old defensive tackle for the Bills. He was arrested as well. He has a DWI, and he was carrying an unlawful weapon or unregistered weapon, something like that. So I think he had a gun in the car as he was driving intoxicated. So that's very, very smart on his end. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, how you think quarterback Philip Rivers is going to do. Let's look at his stats from last year. I know he wasn't the best last year. Actually, let's look at his career stats from a year-to-year basis. Look at this. From 2004. So obviously, 2005 was his worst season, but you can tell he may have been hurt because he didn't throw any touchdowns and only threw for 115 yards. So that might have been the year he tore his ACL, because I think he tore his ACL, excuse me, once in his career. But, I mean, just look at this. His career passer rating is 95.1. That's pretty high. 59,271 yards, 397 touchdowns with 198 interceptions. not bad. I mean, let's see. Peyton Manning passed. I don't know if Philip Rivers is going to join the 500 club. He has to get 103 more touchdowns, and in 2 to 3 years, max of what he's going to play. I don't know. But he does throw a lot of interceptions. One of his best seasons by far was 2009 with a 104.4 passer rating, and 2008. But I mean, the guy consistently puts up over 4K yards, close to 5K sometimes. Almost 5K here. Almost 5K last year. He still 66 completion percentage, and he had a lot of dropped balls, and just like, the guy just has bad luck. I feel bad for the guy, but I love his play style and just his old-fashioned just slinger. He's just a gunslinger, you know. 23 touchdowns, not great. 20 interceptions, really not great. But he still had a rating of 88.5. And the year before that, in 2018, he had almost a 70% completion percentage, which is extremely good. It's not Drew Brees good, but it's, I mean, that's, how much could you ask for from a guy? Look at this. 4,300 yards, 32 touchdowns, 12 picks, 105.5 passer rating in 2018. And that's with one of the last 5 offensive lines in the NFL. From 2014, he has not had an offensive line ranked over 26 in football. The guy makes do with what he's got. And I think he's going to do really, really good in Indianapolis. Make sure you guys are reading all the latest news across the bottom of the screen. Check out all the social media. It'll be up there for you guys. Philip Rivers stats should pop up on the screen as well. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'm always open for discussion. Respect everyone's opinion. So this is just my personal opinions. And see you guys in the next video.